Hello, parents. Happy Tuesday. Boy, sometimes I forget what day we're on. The boys and girls had a great day today. It was fun listening to them tell their how-to stories. So right now in writing, we are having the children share their how-to stories. And it's a great way for us to kind of check in to see if they understood that concept. And it's a great thing for them because they have a chance to share their work with their peers, and their peers get a chance to listen to somebody else's work, so they can kind of gauge where they should be, or yeah, that's what I wrote too, or I wrote something like that. So that's a lot of fun. We're also working with shapes this week and probably next week. So we're talking about 2D shapes. And a 2D shape is something like this, where it's just flat, versus a 3D shape where, you know, you can hold it. It's fuller. This is a 3D shape. So we're going to be talking about the differences with 3D and 2D shapes, identifying triangles and rectangles, circles, squares, things like that. And then we'll move into those 3D shapes where there's a little bit more technical things to work through. I've been working on report cards, and so we're really trying to fill in those last few holes to make sure that I've been able to assess your child. Something that's coming up that we were just notified about this morning in a meeting is a test that is called, it's 2 tests. One of them is the Terra Nova and the other one is the COGAT. Like, all I do is talk to you guys about assessments and testing. And it's interesting because if the children were in the classroom, you might hear about it, you might have to sign a paper, but you don't really think too much about it. When you are noticing how often you have to bring your children in, you're like, good grief, all they do is assess at that school. But we do assess a lot. When they're in the classroom, it's just a bit different because they're also learning so much, in the classroom each and every day. So I can tell you that the reading levels and the report card grades are awesome. There's only a couple of students that I'm a little bit concerned about, but chances are the previous teacher had talked to your child about that, or had talked to you about your child already. And so you're aware. And then when the report cards do come out, then, I'll be making those phone calls and kind of touching base again with a few parents. Turns out that we don't have material pickup on Thursday like we were thinking, because we've been in a frenzy, like trying to put together materials for material pickup. And it's actually supposed to be on next Friday, but that would give us like a whole week where your children aren't going to have really the materials that they need. So we're talking to our principal right now to see what we can do to rectify that. So stay tuned. We may need you to come in on Thursday to do a quick little material pickup. And we're trying to put together some more crafts because we know how important crafts and art is at this age level. It's just a whole different story putting it together and packing it and putting it in the baggies. I'm definitely running low on baggies versus when they're in the classroom just to shoot out a craft. So this has been quite a challenging year, and I appreciate you guys just hanging with us. And we're doing the best that we can, and we're trying to come up with innovative ways to keep your child engaged. There is club tonight from 3:30 to 4:30, and then club on Thursday. And I'm kind of thinking that I may just stop club for the rest of the school year. We don't have a high number of students joining, and the weather's getting better, so you can go outside and play more. So this is most likely going to be our last week of club, unless I get an overwhelming response of parents who really want to keep it going. So yeah, that's kind of the news around here. All right, we'll see your children tomorrow. It's late start Wednesday, so you get to sleep in a little bit and then start your day.